be playing some more Fallout New Vegas. Just continuing the storyline. Yeah. Alright. What in the fuck was I doing? Ah, yes. Okay. Nope. Ow. Kind of surprised she followed me through that. That actually didn't kill me. Like in real life, I would fuck you up. Because you would have fell straight to the fucking bottom of that, but that was like fucking like 4 feet deep.
You leave me no choice.
No. This thing is ridiculous. Not shit on. It's useful. Oh, up here.
You can nikumpa me.
I never had. That was the rifle that I was talking about. The unique one? So, I mean, it does 60 damage, and it's not even. It does 60 damage. I need to fucking heal. Did he just like this guy just like take it? He got up over here and took it. I didn't know they could just take shit. She did eventually kill them all. Hell yes. What does that put me at? 330. Yeah, give me that shit. Oh, I had a riot shotgun. Did you kill these motherfuckers up?
When Salt Upon Wounds took New Canaan, he ordered the White Legs to salt the earth so nothing could grow again. What kind of monster could do that?
The smart kind. I mean, as a tactic to, you know, win a war, it's not a bad one. Alright. So there's an option at the beginning of the game where it'll set you at level 30.
You
But
leave
after
me
that,
no
it's
choice.
impossible. Impossible with progression. I don't know if possible, it takes significantly longer.
We should not be here. This place, it belongs to the Father in the caves. We must not profane it with our touch. The Father in the caves. The Holy Father who gave the Saros his succor and gave the New Canaanites his son. Many of the caves around the valley are sacred to him, and those who would trespass are punished by holy wrath. I understand. I would prefer to leave as soon as possible, though. in the valley. Plants that seem to hunger for human flesh. Where they come from?
A vault called Vault 22. Ow. Oh, that's, I think, so that's, so that's referencing the Big Empty. Because there's a school in the Big Empty that you run through, and I guess these kids are from that school in the Big Empty.
When Salt Upon Wounds took New King.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you? I appreciate it. Well, that's it. This is all we need. Now all that's left is to quietly pack up and try to get out of here without being noticed. That's assuming that Joshua won't try to stop me. And that he hasn't talked you into fighting the Whitelegs despite what I've said. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're an outsider. Fighting seems like the practical solution. I'll tell you again. There's more at stake. No. Why? Why? Haven't you seen enough of what's going on here to see that the Sorrows don't need to butcher the Whitelegs for a piece of land? What Joshua wants is more than an attack. He wants a slaughter. And he needs more than you and the dead horses to do it. The Sorrows can't be pushed into this. You and Joshua don't have the right to force them into it. Please, consider what I'm saying.
So here's the way I look at it. Let's say they run away. Well, what are you gonna do next time when the next group of people comes to take what you've built? You're gonna run away again. And it's an infinite loop of you just constantly running away and getting killed. You have to stand your ground. So you have to, like, you can't be innocent, especially in the world of how this game perceives it. After the, post-apocalyptic, you literally have to fight because everything and your mother wants you dead. And they already kill shit. Like, they kill the Yagwe. Like, they're not innocent.
I've already explained to them that we're leaving. They've accepted it. What is Joshua going to tell them about being a warrior? What are you going to tell them about how to live with themselves after they got lost in the moment, killed someone who didn't deserve to die? Or does that not matter? Is that just an acceptable consequence if it means holding on to this valley? Maybe there is no place
and
left
that
in
will
this
have
world
to be
for
dealt
mercy.
with. That's a
But
whole
even if it
separate
tramples
situation
me
that'll
into
be
the
dealt with.
dust, I will never accept it. And I will never condone it. Joshua must be waiting for it. I'll stay here with the others as I told them I would.
Yeah, you can't just keep running forever, because that's going to be, you're always
Thank
just
you
gonna
for
run.
this. I know Daniel doesn't approve, but destroying the Whitelegs is the only way to ensure the Sorrows can remain in Zion.
Yeah, it is.
You and I will lead a group of Dead Horse warriors and Sorrows hunters into Three Marys from this position. Our objective is to find the Whitelegs leader, Salt Upon Wounds, and prevent him from fleeing. Show no quarter to the Whitelegs we come across. Make no mistake about why we are here. This is an extermination. God be with you.
Yeah, the story on this one's pretty short. Heal all my broken limbs. This is like one of the first DLCs you're supposed to do at like level 15.
Meet your mate. The time for talk is past. The Lord. The time for talk is past. The Lord's work must be done. Prepare to meet your mate.
Jesus, there's a lot of stim packs in that. Ooh, Bobkin? Give me that. Yeah, that's the next thing I need to max out is my lockpick. Oh, that would be death. I gotta do anything. He's just killing them for me. Yeah, so I just gotta rotate this.
This is taking too long. We can't let Salt-Upon wounds escape. I'm going to find a way around. God willing, we will finish this together.
I mean, he could have just been like, yo, let me show you the way.
You can.
You can come me.
Motherfucker poisoned me.
There are you.
I don't feel like the music's right for... Yeah, this thing will bitch the fucking dangerous if you're point blank. Or the iron sights in this game are not the best. I mean, these guys are just kind of clearing them out. What was that, poisoned?
We warned you at Syracuse, and you persisted. You took advantage of us at New Canaan to drive us out. And like the dogs of Caesar you are, you followed us to Zion. And now you stand on holy ground, a temple to God's glory on earth. The only use for an animal in our temple is sacrifice. Kale wachane conserva o. You understand me, don't you? Don't you?
Outman. Kunaman, mad. He killed all Whitelegs. You talk. You stop. You can no ni kumpa me. They are you.
Same end he would have met if he had died on his knees. But I suppose this was for the sake of the dead horses and sorrows. Still, thanks to your
I don't
help
kill
and
him
the grace
on
of
his
God,
knees.
the Whitelegs won't be troubling Zion
At least give him a
anymore.
chance to do something.
Let's go find Daniel. Tomorrow we'll be here soon enough. There is much to do.
Yes, give me that.
And so it was that the conflict between the New Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
Despite their defeat at Three Marys and the death of their war chief, the Whitelegs were determined to pursue the other New Canaanites. But when they finally tracked down their prey in Colorado, they discovered the tables had been turned. The Whitelegs who survived the New Canaanites' ambushes were hunted down by dead horses before they could reach the safety of the Great Salt Lake. When word of the Whitelegs' diminished numbers reached the 80s tribe, war was declared. And by year's end, the Whitelegs had been wiped out.
The Sorrows fought beside Joshua Graham and the dead horses, eradicating the threat the Whitelegs posed to Zion. When the courier and Joshua Graham felled Salt Upon Moons, their victory was celebrated with a great feast. The Sorrows' transformation from a peaceful, timid tribe into a proud and warlike people broke Daniel's heart. He tried to take solace in the knowledge that they would remain in Zion, but it was a small comfort. The Sorrows' innocence was lost.
Having helped eradicate the Whitelegs from Zion, the Dead Horses returned to Dead Horse Point in triumph. They remained neutral toward the Sorrows, but as years went on, there were periods of competitive friction, even violence between the tribes. The New Canaanites, Daniel especially, intervened regularly as mediators, but found it difficult to reconcile the tribe's conflicts.
The defeat of the Whitelegs in Zion marked a turning point in the fortunes of the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Every 2 months, the caravan met with the New Canaanites in Zion Valley to trade. Happy Trails soon returned to prosperity. The vigilance of the Sorrows and Dead Horses in defending southwestern Utah, initially startling to Happy Trails caravans, soon proved a blessing. The tribes united against the 80s, driving them back from Highway 50, and thus opening yet another trading route for Happy Trails caravans.
Though the courier had stopped Joshua Graham from executing Salt Upon Wounds, the war chief still fell in battle. The Whitelegs defeated at Three Marys. Joshua led the Sorrows and Dead Horses in tending to their comrades and burning the corpses of their foes. He continued to advocate militant opposition to the enemies of New Canaan, and showed little quarter to those he fought. And yet he was changed. He no longer reveled in the brutality and cruelty for which he had been known in his former life. His inner demons, if not extinguished, were at the least appeased.
For years after the defeat of the Whitelegs, Daniel did his best to minister to the Sorrows' spiritual needs. Try as he might, he could not hold back the tribe's increasing militancy and reverence of Joshua Graham. Demoralized, he returned to his family in Dead Horse Point. His failures haunted him for the rest of his days.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.
Hello, attention customer. Welcome, sir.
that is a hunting shotgun choke.
Hey, what can I get?
New Vegas, each and every one of you is wonderful in your own special way. This just in. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between
Hey, what can I get you?
the gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. In other news,
Pleasure doing business with you.
Keys at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the land known as
I wish I'd never gotten involved with the Omertas. All of this bloodshed. One of these days, those bastards will get what's coming to them. In the meantime, I'll be sure to be more careful with my sales. Anyway, is there anything I can get you?
You don't have shit for cows, my guy.
Like I always say.
Give me some rose.
Welcome, sir. I am ready.
60. 48. Wow. £37 on 42.
Move along.
Is it time?
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl was...
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. I'm asked.
Welcome to the NCR. Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall. Sir?
You received my message. Good. I realize that it may seem a little strange that I'm contacting you, considering your reputation. But I have a business proposition I'd like to discuss with you. I'm going to keep this as simple as possible so we don't waste each other's time. The NCR is in a bit of a tight spot with all that's going on with Mr. House and the Legion. And despite your reputation and previous actions with the NCR, we could use your help. To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves, and someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me? That's excellent news. So they'll help us, right? Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that would be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again. It's good to have a friend of the NCR here. What can I do for you? So I did. As you may have noticed, our position here in New Vegas is tenuous. We've made great strides, sure, but the NCR is not welcome here, merely tolerated. And even then, not by everyone. We've had reports of violence against NCR citizens in a neighborhood just to the northeast called Freeside. Ever been there? Violence is something of a way of life there, but there's been a disturbing rise in the number of attacks on our people lately. More worrying is the fact that our sources suggest the violence is being perpetrated by the gang that runs the place, the Kings. I need someone to look into this that won't attract attention. Would you be interested? Good. Our men have come up with 2 different plans for seeing an end to the violence. First, our sources have tracked most of the attacks back to a king named Pacer. The consensus is that the violence will stop if he's removed. The problem is we can't simply kill him. In the current climate, the NCR would likely be blamed for his death. There is an alternative option, but my sources feel that getting rid of this Pacer fellow is our best shot. Make it look like an accident, or pin the deed on someone else. Look into this guy's affairs, and I'm sure you'll find something you can use.
Oh, Gravet and Grass are dead.
I'm sure something will turn up. It may be tough to find a way to completely throw off suspicion. In that case, we could take a different tact, but one that I at least have more experience with: diplomacy. If we can't go after the man responsible, we'll simply appeal to the man above him. The Kings, including our friend Pacer, report to the leader of their gang, the man who calls himself the King. Go and talk to the King. Try to convince him to put an end to this violence. Pacer's a punk, but he won't likely disobey a direct order. The King might not be open to the idea at first, so you may have to integrate yourself with him. Do whatever it takes. When it's done, one way or the other, report back here, and we'll take it from there. I wish you luck. If you run into some difficulty and think you'd rather just take the shot with Pacer, that's fine too.
The King has some missions that I can do also, but I'll go ahead and run through.
Man, I thought those tin cans in Mr. Houses were tough before.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king? Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man? You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you? Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good? I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside? It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man told me that one of those bodyguards, a fellow named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say? Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring costs.
Man.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
I just wanted to find this gate over here.
You need to cross Freeside. No. 200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate. Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
I just want to say, looks at me and thinks I need a fucking bodyguard.
To your left here is
look
the
at
old
this
Mormon
shit.
fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up.
I'm wearing
Not
power
that I
armor.
ever need their services.
You're fucking
Up ahead
down.
on the next block is where the kings hang out.
If it
Don't
can
let
be
them
bought,
scare you.
it can be
They
found
don't
at Mick and Ralph's.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
He speeds up.
You like that? You like that?
Wait, why is Otis dead? That wasn't even on me. He got tangled up in some other shit. Man. How's my man getting himself killed? He got himself killed.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
I guess maybe I wasn't supposed to shoot motherfuckers.
Watching it in? Hey! You like that? Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now. Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him. That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving. I ought to take my chances and kill you right here, but you may be right. Here, take this.
Oh,
Don't think this is over, though. I'll have that money back, out of your hide if I have to.
What happens if I just pop him right now?
Okay, that's it. Forrest isn't throwing us in the put up with this shit. Let's just kill this.
So they get mad about it. They don't like it. So he killed one of them.
Those tin cans in Mr. House.
What do you have for me? So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
We We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph. Thanks, mister.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone? Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this. Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanting to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say. They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them. I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about them. Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
That true? Did the king really send you? I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help? Sorry I couldn't help more. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. It might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something. Something with a T. Tennant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Definitely some Freeside boys, some NCR boys. I'm trying to broker the peace between NCR and the Kings.
Have you found anything out? Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Is it true? Is Mr. House gone?
Yep. Mr. House dead as a motherfucker. Saw it to myself.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long. Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services. So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you. You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in. Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it? I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? We're pretty short-handed at...
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at
Advertising that if you're advertising that you're not allowed to sell it and no one does anything about it, then you're not really. Oh.
Hello? Hold up. What's the password? If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose it's all right. Head on through.
Here you go. I hope this helps. Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some. Yes. I'm a major in the Supply Corps, which is where this food and water comes from. You're quite welcome. Yes? No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in? You were right. But here, take another helping for your friend. It'll be our secret. Yes? You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort. In a manner of speaking, our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now, there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
I've heard that security...
Hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us. Work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay? That's a shame. Well...
Hey.
You find out something about... handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else? Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir. Wait a minute. They said what? Huh, that would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
There's talk of someone going into the Lucky 38 to talk to Mr. House.
You there, keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
Oh, this isn't really a good time. What did you want? Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks. Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Evening.
Evening.
As weak as the NCR may be, they're stronger than these guys.
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
And you're still a little bitch who doesn't understand shit and's a jealous fuck. Enjoy it while it lasts.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, aim whatever you want. And if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king. Things have been a lot better. Whoa, that's a doozy. Truth be told, I don't even know if I can pull something like that off. I'll give it my best. You've earned that much. But that makes us even, you hear?
Hello. I trust you have something to report. Yes? That's great to hear. He's got a lot of sway in Freeside, so we can expect a dramatic drop in violence soon. Now, you're probably wondering about your reward. This has been something of a hot-button topic, so I was able to secure this for you. Well, I don't officially have access to any more funds, but here. This is from me personally. There's more coming your way, too. I've received a message from Colonel Moore up at Hoover Dam. She's been following your exploits and has requested that you meet with her. You're not officially in the employ of the NCR, so there's nothing forcing you to go. But I'd go see her sooner rather than later. The Colonel is not someone you want to keep waiting. What is it?
Oh, these little fuckers. It's the dam. No, I've actually been here in real life. I've been at the Hoover Dam. It's as fucking big as you would imagine. It's fucking massive. Granted, when I was there, like, the water was down like 120 feet. Like, they were trying to make it seem like they weren't in a drought, and I'm like, but I'm like, no, it's down 130 feet. That's, like, there was a line 130 feet above where the water line was, where the water line used to be.
Look.
And this was fucking, oh shit, like 10 years ago.
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports about the savior of the NCR for a while now, and wanted to meet you myself. You've proven yourself especially capable, and right now I can use all the capable people I can get. Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come to me. Usually I dispatch one or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Think you're up for a real mission?
Yeah, why not?
Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends when the time comes. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Have you heard of them? But then I don't need to tell you that they can be a pain in the ass. The NCR has a rather sordid history with them, and I'm concerned that we'll find them aiding our enemies when the Legion attack comes. That is, unless we get to them first. I want you to visit them in their canyons to the far west and make sure they're in no shape to join the Legion. They're just another gang of raiders as far as I'm concerned, so deal with them appropriately. Any questions? Don't fool yourself. I've dealt with enough of these gangs to know that they can't be trusted. Was there anything else?
Nice. Well, at that point, I'm gonna go in and just see how far that set me back. But I'm probably gonna end it here. No, I'm thinking about switching up. I'm probably gonna end up downloading Fallout 4 and switch over to some Fallout 4 just to change it up a little bit, because I've been playing this a fucking shit ton. And like, part of me, like, I want to finish it, but there's still so much that I have to do. I don't want to rush it, so I'm gonna end the stream here, but thanks for watching, and I'll probably be playing some Fallout 4 later.